How am I gonna tell you which one is which? Clearly I've not planned this out at all. Hi guys, welcome to the house of Valentina. Just drinking the rest of my morning coffee, and I'm so excited that you've stopped by. Today is going to be so much fun. I've come up with a little video that I think that you guys are going to absolutely love, because we are talking about splurge, save, and steal. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, you look through the magazines and they had the expensive room and then the budget room, or the expensive outfit and the budget outfit. I would always just look through the things and be like, well, I like the budget thing better anyways. And it's just so much fun to look through those little editorials and pick out what I liked, what I didn't. And I've just kind of taken it to a new level because, you know, my clients sometimes, they have all different budgets. Sometimes everything has to be budget friendly. And sometimes my clients have a bigger budget and we get to splurge. But usually most clients are splurging, saving, and stealing throughout their entire project. And there's just a mix. And so I thought it'd be really fun to just take that old school editorial style magazine little article that I love so much, and I hope you do too. And I'm gonna break down the same look, and I'm gonna show you a utter splurge look if you've got all the money and you get to have whatever you want, a save, and then an absolute steal. If that sounds like something that you're as nearly as excited about as I am today, make sure that you hit subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. And let's jump in. Take a sip and set this thing down. Okay, 2 hands free. You know the woman's gonna get crazy now. I'm gonna pop up 3 pictures. Let's have some fun, okay? Let's have some fun at the house of Valentina today, okay? I'm gonna pop up the 3 pictures, and I'm not gonna tell you which one is the splurge, which one is the save, and which one is the steal. And let's see if you can guess which one is which. Okay, so here comes number one. Okay, got it in your head? Okay, number 2, here's number 2. Okay, gotta give you a minute to look. You can take your time, look around. And number 3. Okay. All right, now, how am I gonna tell you which one is which? Clearly I've not planned this out at all. Okay, so, all right, so number 1 was the save. Okay, so number 1 was a save, number 2 is the steal, and number 3 is the splurge. Did you guys guess them correctly? Was that fun? Okay, let's break down the looks, because let's face it, sometimes our eyes are bigger than our budgets. They're bigger than, our eyes are bigger than our stomachs, I think is the actual saying. But in my house, my eyes are bigger than my budget a lot of times. And I see all these ideas. My clients have those big budgets a lot of times. And I come home and I want to recreate those looks. I get the vision. I see the dream. And I don't have the money to execute them. So, when you're doing this in your own home, you may find that even within a room, you might gravitate towards one splurge item, you might have a save item, and you might have a steal item. And there is nothing wrong with that. I really just wanted this to be fun for us to see what your money gets you. So if you want to talk about, let's talk about the rug first. Okay, the first rug is the tree. The tree. This is made by an artisan. The color and the depth that you're gonna get on a rug like this is just, I would say it's priceless, but it comes with a price tag. But something like that is truly a work of art, and it is beautiful. But with a price tag of $33,000, let's face it, that is the price of a very nice car. And you know, not everybody has the money to spend $33,000 on a rug. And one small disclaimer, this rug is bigger than the others, but it's not that much bigger, if you know what I mean. But if you had the money, a rug like that would be magnificent. And it's truly a work of art, and it's something that you just cherish and you just love. But if you need to save money, wow, did you see my save rug? Oh my goodness. This rug is only $7.99. What? Okay, $7.99. First of all, that's a great price for a 9x12 rug anyways. That's a really legit, affordable price for a rug of that size and of that quality, and to have that kind of a design in there. I want this rug so much. I love this rug. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. However, not everybody has $7.99. I mean, at times, I put an entire room together for less than $7.99. So if you are in that camp and you want to save money on a rug, maybe you have pets or children, or you're prone to spilling things yourself, and maybe you don't want to spend that kind of money, you could go with the steel rug. The steel rug is only $222, and that is for a 9x12 rug on a budget. These budget rugs are amazing, and I don't think that you should feel bad about it at all. You won't have the same kind of quality, you won't have the depth of color, you won't have the same thickness as you'll have on these other rugs, but you'll get a very similar look, and sometimes that's all you really need. Okay, next up, let's talk about the artwork. Let's be honest, not everybody can afford to have an artist paint them an original piece. It's just what it is, right? Not everybody can afford that. For those that can, who have $3,700 to spend on a beautiful piece of artwork, I think it's totally worth it. I see actually that this is actually a budget-friendly piece for many people. My clients sometimes will spend $5,000 on a piece of artwork or even more. And that's really normal when you get into that really, really high end. And I envy it, I really do. I would love to have that kind of money to spend on an original piece, to support an artist like that, but sometimes it's just not feasible. It really does set the room apart. There's something about an original piece painted by an artist where you can see the brush strokes, you can see the artistic expression in the piece itself. That is something that is beautiful and precious. But if you don't have the money, there's always the mid-range, the save piece. Now this is a piece that is made by an artist, but it's mass produced. So it's not quite an original. There are a lot more out there. You might go to your friend's house and see the same piece. And personally, I don't feel like that's the end of the world. You may splurge on one piece of art for one area of your house, and then you might save for another area. And other times, you might need to steal the look and just buy a print. This is gonna be a different look than the other two. It really depends on how you frame it, actually. It's not gonna be on a canvas, usually, unless you print it out on a canvas, which is something you can do with a lot of the digital downloads that you can get these days. What I'll do is I'll pay for a digital download. If I'm on a tight budget, I'll pay for the digital download, and then you can go to places like Staples and Office Depot, Snapfish, and they will actually print those on canvas. So you could go that route, or you can just print it out and frame it in just a really nice frame and something with some really nice matting in it, and it will totally have a very high-end look, even though it was a steal. You guys know that I have a special place in my heart for the blankets. They're so lovely and I love them so much, but even though I am the person that would splurge on a blanket, I've never spent, almost $800 on a blanket. I would love to have a blanket like that. I would just love to have a blanket like that. Cashmere, when I get to buy cashmere for my clients, can I just tell you that cashmere is so soft and it is so warm. And my clients who buy blankets like this, they swear by them. They say that they really do keep them warm at night. They lay them over the bed a lot of times. If they're curled up by the fire, maybe watching TV, they swear that the cashmere is amazing and it is worth every last cent. But if you don't have the money for an almost $800 blanket, we have options. We have options, people. You could go for the $79 Save blanket, which comes in several colors, and that would really be beautiful in your house. It may not be cashmere, but the material is still gonna be really soft. The blanket will be a little bit heavier, and you're gonna get a great blanket for $79. I mean, that's like a tenth of the price. 100th of a tenth, yeah. I have not had enough coffee to be doing math. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna avoid the math even though I have had an extra sip of coffee, but let me tell you, I don't need to attend math class to know that that $20 blanket is a fantastic deal, and this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful blanket. Will it be as heavy? Will it be as warm? No, it's not. It's not going to be. But it gives you the same kind of look. And if you aren't looking for a blanket to keep you super warm or one that you're gonna actually use, you might have this that you're wanting it to be for decor, something you're wanting to put over the arm of a chair that isn't something you use constantly. I use the $20 blankets as well. And I would use them in a very high-end home as well. You don't have to only have the expensive stuff. Sometimes you just need a little inexpensive blanket. Maybe the dog wants to curl up with it, or the cat gets to it and scratches it, and you don't feel bad because it was a $20 blanket and you didn't have to sell your soul for it. Not that you had to for the $7.99, but you guys know what I mean. Let's talk about the thing that if I was going to splurge on one item out of everything we talk about today, the one thing that I would consider splurging on is the sofa. For about $6,500, this sofa is made by craftsmen. It is the highest quality. It is maybe not even the highest quality. Let's be honest. My clients will spend double, triple, quadruple this price. So this is still a fairly reasonable mid-range sofa. It's not the most expensive. However, if you were going to splurge and you're trying to stay in this sort of mid-range, this is the item to consider splurging on, because this is something you're gonna sit down on. You're not gonna touch your artwork every single day of the week. That's something that you're gonna look at and you're gonna appreciate it, but your booty is not gonna give it some wear and tear unless something crazy is going on in your house. So this is something that I think is worth the splurge. However, the $2,200 couch is pretty amazing. And I found that the quality on the Pottery Barn pieces that I have bought has been awesome. And I still feel like that $2,200 price, that's a splurge. I have never let my budget take me away from getting the ultimate style that I wanted, which is why I also love the steel sofa out of this. This sofa is $649. Now, is there a difference between the $6,000 sofa and the $600 sofa? Yes. The filling, the craftsmanship, the long-lasting quality, there's gonna be a difference. There's absolutely a difference. And the mid-range, if you can swing it, that may be your best spot to be. But if you can only afford the $600 sofa, or maybe you need a $600 sofa to go in a room that you don't use as much. Maybe it's gonna go in a kid's room, in one of their hangout spaces, and it's not gonna be sat on every single day of the week. This might be a good place to go ahead and steal a little bit of your money back and, save on it. Afford a $1,300 lamp. It's gonna be beautiful. The metal and the finish on this is going to be extraordinary. It's gonna be beautiful, and you will love this lamp. But if you don't have $1,300 for a lamp, you've got some other great options that I think you shouldn't feel bad about. Whether it's the $519 or the $163 lamp, those are both really great options. And it is proof that no matter where your budget lies and what you're able to afford, you can find something beautiful that has this style. And this is just proof that you can have whatever style you want and create it on the budget that you have been given. Okay, so we're moving on to the final accessories in this space. And we've got the $495 tray, the $55 candle, and the $134 pillow in here. Your accessories do matter. This is a spot where typically I would maybe spend a little bit more on the pillow and save on the tray. but I might spend a little bit more on the candle because I know that I want to make sure that what I'm burning in my home is going to be good quality. However, if you hop over to the save board, you're going to see that we've got a $30 pillow, a $50 tray, and a $28 candle, and I think all of these are awesome, and I would buy every single one of these items, and I wouldn't even debate them. These are all going to be great items. But don't forget, we've got the steel here, and we've got an $11 pillow, a $20 tray, and an $8 candle. And I have to tell you, the $8 candle is my personal favorite. I use it myself. I love it. I've talked about it a million times on this channel, and I go and I buy them all the time, and I love those candles. Final item that we've got before we rush off to go design more rooms for the day is the table. I think the table is the one thing that I struggled the most to be able to find the steel on, because the Splurge table is $14.98, and I gotta tell you, that's a pretty decent price for this range. If you're gonna look for a wood table, you might be able to find a craftsman in your area that can build you something like this for a fraction of the price. Maybe you even have the skills to make this yourself. I think that those are great ways to look at a piece like this and create the look if you're trying to save some money on a budget. In the save room, we've got an amazing table for $6.99. And these again will go on sale. A lot of times you can get them 25 to 30% off, save some money. You might be able to find these on Facebook Marketplace. There's great ways to be able to save money. I own the steel table in my own house. I can tell you firsthand, it is a great table. It is a great table, and the price is just crazy. I'm not a super handy person, and sometimes I just need a piece to go in a room, and I don't have time to make it or source it or all of the above. And an IKEA piece is a great piece. And no, it does not have the wood. No, it is not made by a craftsman, but yes, it is quick and easy, and sometimes it's just the piece that I need for a space. So I hope that this has been fun for you today. Do you guys love this idea? Are you like, oh, I wouldn't buy anything from the Splurge? Are you like, I would never buy anything from that save section? You guys let me know where your budgets are and where this leaves you in the whole spectrum of budgets. But either way, I do hope that it will encourage you to always decide who you are, what your style is, and find a way to fit what you really want into your budget, rather than I only have this amount of money, therefore I have to find a style that fits within that. No way. Be creative, get in there and really just digest what it is that you really, really love and work your way backwards to it. And you will always end up with a home that is meaningful, that feels very personal, and really expresses the person that you are. And that, to me, is the definition of home. I always have so much fun when you guys start by. So cheers, have a great rest of your day. And oh, don't forget, did I say that already? Hit subscribe, go visit us at Instagram. You know the drill. Thumbs up, comment, you know, all that stuff. All right, cheers guys. See you in the next one. Bye.